Tip 1. Adjust your frequency. Using higher frequencies will give you higher resolution images, and you can see a marked improvement when you do this on smaller, leaner animals. One word of warning though, this machine advertises that it has tissue harmonic imaging and has a THI button. However, I've not found that this seems to make any difference at all to the image. So for all intents and purposes, assume this function doesn't work on this machine. Tip 2. Reduce the number of focal points. Your focal points are marked with arrowheads down the side here. The default seems to vary, but on some machines it can be as high as 4. The one I've received has 4 focal points. This is really going to slow down your frame rate. The way focal points work is that the elements in your transducer are electronically activated at different time points. This means that all the little wavelets that are coming out of the elements converge at a single point. The depth of this point of convergence corresponds to where you've set your focal point. If you have just one focal point, then your ultrasound transducer sends its pulse, waits for it to come back, and generates an image. But if you have 2 focal points, your ultrasound machine now needs to send 2 pulses. It has to send, wait for it to come back, and then send another one and wait for it to come back. You can see what effect this has to your frame rate. You're effectively halving your frame rate by doubling your number of focal points. The more focal points you have, the longer you need to wait before an image is generated. For abdominal scanning, frame rate isn't vitally important, but 4 seems excessive and it will create a lot of lag. If you're using your ultrasound machine for pregnancy scanning, having a very slow frame rate will hinder your ability to see fetal movement, which is often very quick twitches or kicks. And it will also mean that looking at the fetal heart will just be a blur. Tip 3. Trust your eyes, not the numbers. When it comes to controls like gain and depth, it's very tempting to ask a friend or your mentor what their ultrasound machine is set at. In truth, these are settings that should be adjusted on every single scan. Even if you're scanning animals and it's the same species and breed every single time, these things are still going to change. The body size, composition, and if it's pregnancy, stage of pregnancy is going to vary all the time. You are ultimately going to become much more confident with your machine and get a lot more out of it if you learn to adjust these controls instinctively by eye and not try to copy somebody else's numbers. I really hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about this or any other ultrasound machine, please post them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you get a notification when I post a new video in response to your question. If you think it may be time to upgrade to something that allows you to do more, see more and learn more, I would love to help. You can email me directly, which is catherine@portableultrasoundmachines.co.uk, or you can call or WhatsApp me on 0044 7910 522 512. Wherever you are in the world, we can definitely help.